By 2025, ChatGPT will destabilize hundreds of millions of white-collar jobs. Here's how solopreneurs are using AI to increase their productivity by 10 times. So apparently this is how China uses AI. This AI tool is replacing Slack for Teams. This robot did 60 tasks in 60 seconds. Here's how to apply to hundreds of tech jobs using AI. Warren Buffett likened AGI to the atomic bomb. By 2025, ChatGPT will destabilize hundreds of millions of white-collar jobs. It could mean mass job loss for highly educated people. Historically, automation negatively impacted lower-paid workers. From robots to phone answering system, technology simply replaced factory workers, receptionists, and others, but ChatGPT and other generative AI will disrupt knowledge workers and creatives. According to a study by OpenAI, Open Research, and UPenn, the jobs most impacted will be high-wage writing, programming, information processing, requires college degree or higher, routine and repetitive work. Individuals with bachelor's, master's, and professional degrees are more exposed. Another study identifies the occupations most exposed to advances in generative AI, both language and image models. Top occupations most exposed to AI's language modeling skills include post-secondary teachers, sociologists, political scientists, human resources specialists, arbiters, mediators, and conciliators. Literally, the rank number 1 is telemarketers. Yo, we don't need that anymore. Top occupations most exposed to AI's image generation skills is interior designers, architects, chemical engineers, art directors, film and video editors. Exposure to generative AI is highest for salaries above $75K. Exposure to language models is highest for occupations that require higher levels of education. Exposure to image and language models is highest for the more creative occupations. Some influential thinkers suggest that LLMs will take years to impact real jobs, but LLMs are already impacting the hiring decisions of big companies. AI-powered tools and workflows will slow and stop future growth in headcount. Per Business Insider, tech giants aren't just cutting thousands of jobs, they're making them extinct. According to Reuters, IBM is pausing hiring to plan to replace 7,800 jobs with AI. Dropbox is laying off around 500 employees. BuzzFeed is making major AI-driven changes. China's Blue Focus is replacing external copywriters and graphic designers with generative AI. Amazon found ChatGPT to be very good at AWS customer support questions. The next steps are obvious. When companies can substitute machines for people, they will. So if you're worried about this, there are 13 tips on how to respond to career disrupting AI. So stop the video now to read all of these. Here's how solopreneurs are using AI to increase their productivity by 10 times. The first one being AI-driven social media automation, where you can utilize AI tools to schedule, post, and analyze your social media content across multiple platforms, tailoring your message and visuals to your target audience and optimizing engagement. For example, automating with Caspa AI to create your content in a second language. Now, what about AI-powered email marketing? Well, you can automate email campaigns with AI-generated subject lines, personalized contents, and optimal send times. What about analyzing open rates, click-through rates, and conversions to refine your email marketing strategy? Then what about AI in contact and document analysis? From analyzing contracts, proposals, and other documents, automatically extracting key information, detecting anomalies or potential risks, and suggesting improvements. Next one being competitive analysis, where you can outsmart the competition with AI-powered competitor analysis and market insights, spot trends, seize opportunities, and stay ahead of the curve. Next up, customer support. You can enhance the customer experience with AI chatbots for 24/7 support and personalized interactions. keep your customers satisfied and coming back for more so you can relax. Next up, SEO 2.0. Billions of searches per day are happening and driving free traffic. Websites, that's up for grabs. Solopreneurs will build their businesses on top of SEO 2.1. Comment down below your personal favorite productivity hack with AI. So apparently this is how China uses AI.
This is a system like China has. It's very dangerous. Video shows how China is using AI in their schools.
Know exactly when someone isn't paying attention.
白色就是你可能跟网络还没有连接好。
These headbands measure each student's level of concentration.
Oh my
The information is then directly sent to the teacher's computer and to parents. Classrooms have robots that analyze students' health and engagement level. Students wear uniforms with chips that track their locations. There are even surveillance cameras that monitor how often students check their phones or yawn during classes. But schools say it wasn't hard for them getting parental consent to enroll kids into what is one of the world's largest experiments in AI education, boost students' grades while also feeding powerful algorithms.
Whoa. Yeah. Whoa. They're gonna kill us.
That's a world I don't want to be a part of. This AI tool is replacing Slack for Teams. It's called Threads, and as you can see, you can click in the bottom right corner and prompt any of the chat items. As you can see, you can create a new action, summarize messages, or do a post-mortem. And if you click on that, it will analyze all the text. As you can see, you can just click on Run Action, and it will start writing the thread of what was the root cause, the resolution, and the timeline right here. Secondly, if you have a bunch of text and you can't really catch up with it, you can now do the TLDR summary of the information you want, but on top of that, the action items that you or the team needs to do. Number 3, you can actually have calls directly in the platform itself. And when you are finished recording a voice chat, you can click on the create summary button, and just like that, the entire conversation will have TLDR and action items. Final thing that is amazing about this is you can create your own infinitely customizable prompt to get used on the chat itself. For example, here, he wants to get the point of view of everybody on the team individually. And just like that, it does it for you. The community is already building custom prompts. So if you want to start this, go to threads.com and get early access. This robot did 60 tasks in 60 seconds. As you can see, this is how the robot looks like. Now, it can slice a cucumber, placing a bottle, sipping a jacket, taking blood pressure, applying heat shrink, shocking a fridge, moving clothing, erasing whiteboard, handling a coffee, cleaning, applying glue, dicing onions, opening a vial, sorting cutlery, cleaning food surfaces, sorting mail, sealing a poly bag, and more coming up. Boxing tortilla chips, making a bottle, turning a valve, scanning barcodes, spraying a mirror, adjusting a wrench, decorating a tree. There are so many coming right up, doing a puzzle, boxing, doing all of these things. And to me, it really feels like a homey type of robot in a sense. I don't know, it's doing all these things and I feel weirdly connected to it all of a sudden. It's soldering wires. This is going to be huge for anybody with disabilities and needs help around the home. Now we just need to get it to start walking and not take over the world. That one is quite important. Here's how to apply to hundreds of tech jobs using AI. So AI can automate 2 really annoying parts about applying. First, researching and filtering through hundreds of jobs, and second, customizing cover letters and resumes. As you can see, it can be streamlined with LLMs. You can do this either with simple LLM chains or agents. Instead of wasting months of your life reading poorly written job descriptions, flip the script on employers. Employ an AI agent to read job descriptions, filter bad ones, and submit applications. You are still deciding where to apply to, but you are merely using AI to pre-screen jobs. This service will launch soon. Reply if you want early access. Check out Next Word Dev on Twitter. This AI tool can dub your audio into all different languages.
Hi guys, my name is Margarita, and I have a YouTube channel. It seems to be going pretty well, but why wouldn't it? I seem to be doing everything right. I optimize my videos' titles, thumbnails, descriptions, tags. I share my content on social media and engage with my viewers. But still, earning enough ad revenue and growing a channel quickly is just so hard. My solution? Reach a bigger audience. But how? Brand deals? Done. Adding subtitles in other languages? Done. I even considered hiring a Spanish voiceover artist, but I just want something quick, easy, and reasonably priced.
Hola chicos, soy Margarita y tengo un canal en YouTube. Parece ir bastante bien, pero ¿por qué no? Hago todo bien.
Well, that was easy. With Papercup, I can translate my videos into Spanish using a voice that sounds similar to mine.
There was a case study with Sky News where the original video had 3.2 million views, and then they translated it into Spanish and it got 2.1 million views. They're going after media companies, enterprise, e-learning, and content creators. Look at this
These
example.
designs were once popular throughout India.
Reales obligó a muitos artesanos a dejar el oficio por trabalho.
Hoje, os membros da família Capri dizem que são os últimos artistas rodando o mundo.
And Italian.
Il palmo della mano è lo strumento essenziale per realizzare.
It sounds real, so this is a massive opportunity. Open source LLM ecosystems are close to having a Cambrian explosion. First of all, pre-training LLM base models remain very expensive. Think supercomputer plus months. Second, but fine-tuning LLMs is turning out to be very cheap and effective due to recent PEFTs techniques that work surprisingly well. Third, therefore, the Cambrian explosion, which requires wide reach and a lot of experimentation, is quite tractable due to two, but only conditioned on one. For the de facto OG release of number one, the LLM base model, right, was Facebook's sorry Meta's Llama release, a very well-executed, high-quality series of models from 7B all the way to 65B, trained nice and long, correctly ignoring the chinchilla trap. Who of you guys know what that is? But llama weights are research only, been locked down behind forums, but have also awkwardly leaked all over the place. It's a bit messy. 5. In absence of an available and permissive one, and 2, cannot fully proceed. So there are a number of efforts on one under the banner llama, but actually open, with examples, current models from Together Compute, Mosaic, ML, matching the performance of the smallest 7B llama model and these ones here as well, including Stability AI nearby. For now, things are moving along. He also commented on the OpenAI and Google have no moat story, and he doesn't agree with the conclusion, and he cheers for the open source community, but the conclusion overreaches, saying that closed source still is well and good. This AI is better and faster than 90% of all architects. Look, AI is making floor plans for you. With Finch 3D, you can calculate the carbon footprint and you can actually render whatever architecture you want. Also, it can design for you using Midjourney, DALL-E, Stable Diffusion, or creating documentation for you. Just look at how insanely detailed it's just happening right on top of the AI tools. Like, what? Ready for construction? That's wild. People have been wondering what Apple thinks of AI. So
there's been a lot of talk about future technology, virtual reality, electric cars. We keep seeing the headlines. What is Apple most interested in looking forward?
Well, that's something we have to keep a few things up our sleeve. And so I don't want to give too much away, but we're very focused on augmented reality. We're very focused on artificial intelligence. We're very focused on autonomy. We're focused on all of these things that are core technologies, and we'll use them in a variety of different ways.
Will Apple have something that's the next big thing?
Of course, Apple will always have something that's the next big thing. And fortunately, we have a lot of things that are the current big thing.
Of course, there's a big rumor of the new Apple VR and AR headset. But when it comes to AI, Apple has still not said anything. Ashton Kutcher raised $243 million for an AI fund.
Really focusing on foundational models. That's what jumped out at me from the announcement. That's where a lot of people are putting their activity. Why so focused there?
So we have multiple vehicles. Our core vehicle will be focusing on the application layer. And that's where there's going to be an absolute boom of innovation from business models that are being unleashed that were never possible before. But our core AI fund that we saw in November when GPT was launched. We've been investing in AI for the last 7 years. Several companies that are narrow AI companies that are application based. But when we saw GPT be launched, we realized that this was an absolute breakthrough, and these foundational models are going to be the underpinning of the next absolute transformation for technology.
Warren Buffett likened AGI to the atomic bomb.
There won't be anything in AI that replaces the G. State that unqualifiedly. It can do amazing things. Bill Gates brought me out the latest, maybe not the latest version, but one he thought maybe I could handle, which has to be careful with me in terms of leading me too fast. And it did these remarkable things. It couldn't tell jokes. Bill told me that ahead of time and it prepared me, and it just isn't there. But with things like checking all the legal opinions, since the beginning of time and everything, and eliminating all of the it can do all kinds of things. And when something can do all kinds of things, I get a little bit worried.
If you went into BYD's factories in China, you would see robotics going in at an unbelievable rate. So we're going to see a lot more robotics in the world. I am personally skeptical of some of the hype that has gone into artificial intelligence. I think old-fashioned intelligence works pretty well.
That's it for today. Continue watching here or make love in the comments. Whichever one you pick, it's going to be fun.